All right, well, I've got my front and rear diffs out of the truck already. I have the part numbers for the machined steel ring and pinion. It is Traxxas part number 9579R. And then I have the rear center drive shaft 9556 and the front center drive shaft 9555. So let's get to it. First, we got to start with disassembling the differential. Now I've noticed that the front diff housing had quite a bit of grease in it, and the rear had very little. I'm going to try to wipe some of this grease off of here so it's not so bad, and I'll re-grease it before I put it in. I also want to check the amount of diff fluid that is put inside of there. So oh, that's not the right one. Just bear with me. When I get the right one. There we go. There we go. Now I did line my tray with magnetic strips so I could just stick the screws to it and not have to worry about them rolling around. Now it's not going to work for all the screws, but it will work for some, and I'm okay with that. So take these screws out, separate. Yeah, look at that. There's not even that much diff fluid in there. So we'll set this aside. We'll take this ungear out. It's real sticky, so it's hard to get out. Should have me a pick over here somewhere. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Just got to get it up. She's a little tough because it's real sticky. Alright, so we got that gear out. Then you remove this pin, which, where are my... There they are. My needle nose, that helps to get these pins out. Come to be. Get that out. And get this. There we go. Be careful not to damage this seal. I'll get this all cleaned up and we'll get it put back on. And you just pull this cup out, slide the bearing off. And then gently push that O-ring out. There we go. Gotta be very careful with that O-ring. Make sure we don't rip it, tear it, or anything, because I did not order any more. All right, well, that's off. So now we'll take this and we'll put it on. And it's just the opposite of what we just did. Wipe some of this stuff down. Make sure there ain't no dirt. Make sure the bearing runs smooth. That bearing feels great. Alright, and then we'll just pop that bearing right back on there. It's a nice tight fit. And then we will, where's my, okay, there's the bearing cup. Good fit. My O-ring. Where are you, slimy little bugger? Ah, come here. Alright, we'll get this O-ring pushed down in here. There we go. Make sure that's nice and tight. We'll slide this bearing, or this, there we go, that cup in there. Make sure that gets all pressed down, because what happens is that little pin will eat the O-ring. So we need to push it down. Should I put a new O-ring in there? Probably. Do I have any? Nah. We just got to make sure it gets down in there like it should. Once that's in there and that gear's in there, it'll be just perfect. Alright, so here's the pin. Slide that back in there. Just like that. Put this right back on there. And I'm debating if I should add a little bit of diff fluid to it. Because it's not, there's not a whole lot in there. Yeah, let me do that. Let me add just a little bit, just so I know that it's filled to where it needs to be filled. Let me see if I can't locate my fluids. All right. Let's give this a little squirt. Put a little bit more in there. Because you just want it just over with those shafts for the sputter gears. Alright, so then we'll take our seal, which I need to wipe down. And in the process, try not to rip. So I'm pretty sure I don't have another one. There we go. So then we take it, line it up, and see that level, it's just right there, just above, well, it's right at all those gears in there. So this is good. So then we'll just take, we'll line it up best we can. Make sure it seats Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Hopefully it ain't too tight. Can't get my... Alright, let's pop that off. Let's see if we can't get a screw in there to line everything up. I think that's going to be our best bet. So, there's one. Ah, no! We got to get that back in now. Come back, y'all. Call me on. Get. Alright. So we got to line those up. Get it started. Get them started. Alright, that's lined up. Now we can just press it together. That's a real tight fit. Alright. I like it. Alright. We'll run them down. That's it. That's all we want. We don't want to tighten them down with this because it's going in the plastic and it will strip. So that's 2.5. So we'll do it by hand. I think eventually I will get the aluminum covers, but I'm not running out to do that. Alright, so diff is done. That's the front one. I mean, it really doesn't matter. They're both the same. I'm not going to bore you with the second build, so we'll catch you in a little bit.